Hello and welcome to another Just Flying episode where we're in something good recommended, the Maul M7. Although I've not checked, so I'm assuming it's pronounced Maul and not Morley or Morley or something. Anyway, yeah, it seems very nice from the outside by the look of things, and also seems like it's a plane flown by an old guy with a beard. I'm not sure that shirt has seen a washing machine for a few years. Must admit I'm having doubts about his personal hygiene, and I'm not really sure I want to be sat in this seat after him. But we have got a test flight to do, so set up track IR, but not done anything else, so Control Shift E to start it, as that's the first time I've ever tried to. But yeah, seems nice enough panel. Looks nice inside, nice outside. Not a bad start, really. Okay then, so flaps. Now, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try 2 stages out of the 3, as this is only a short runway. But yeah, I'm thinking first impressions. Okay, it's a 4-seat aircraft, but it does seem quite compact, as though it's going to be lightweight and should get out of here okay. Yeah, I'm confident. But if everything does go wrong, then I have also downloaded the Zen Air, which was Andy's recommendation for something to try out. So got that as a plan B. But if this works, then I'm sure I can use that in another leg of the tour. So let's give it a go then. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, that got up in the air very well in a short distance, so that's all good. And I assume it lands in quite a short distance too, which would be useful if I was ever going back there, which I probably won't. Yeah, all going well, but slightly muffled engine sounds, almost as though you had a headset on in the cockpit. Now, I'm wondering now, because when I downloaded this plane, I've got 2 software choices to unzip a file. One's called pzip, which refused to do it entirely, though it's not great, does that occasionally, so that's probably pzip rather than the plane. But the other one, 7zip, it did extract everything, but told me there was an error. I think it said with the fmod GUI, can't quite remember, but things seem to be making appropriate noises for everything else, so it might be a false error, but yeah, I did get that error, so it is making me wonder. So, as I know my 2 regular commenters, Skate and Andy, do have this plane, let me shut up for a few seconds and listen to it. And does your version sound the same? Now, if that is a correct engine noise, then yeah, fine, no worries. I mean, it sounds like an engine. Don't know, may well be me, and I was just expecting something different. I don't know. But anyway, change of topic. Back to the start of the video, as I mentioned the pronunciation of the aircraft's name, Maul. Something else that came to mind as I was saying that was the guy who recommended it to me. And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Now, I'm thinking possibly, well, tell you what, let's go with number 1, Gert, number 2, Geert, or number 3, Geert. Are any of those close to being right? I mean, you're regularly kind enough to post comments on my videos, so it would be nice to at least be able to say your name correctly. Yeah, I think this is a town called Saint Benoit, which we're flying somewhat illegally low over at the moment, but never mind that. Yeah, next little town down the coast is then Saint Francoise. So seems like there are quite a few places named after saints, so I'm guessing Reunion is quite a religious island, possibly. So probably for the best then that I only come here in X-Plane's simulated world and never actually go there for real and start asking all the awkward questions about religion. Yeah, we'll do something like that another day, another video. Yeah, as we're not too far away from our destination now. Yeah, as for the destination, I mentioned it briefly in the preview video for all this Reunion Island scenery. Now, I found a little mention of an airfield here, but the most recent satellite images I got were 2 years out of date. Now, those showed what looks like people working on a long, thin patch of land, which was very much the size and shape of a runway. Now, I've got no other photos, Google Street View hasn't been there, nothing else at all, so that's all I've got. So there's a runway now in roughly the spot where they were doing the work, but due to the shape of the terrain mesh, it's on quite a slope end to end, and it also does tilt over sideways a little bit as well. Totally no idea if there's an apron area or buildings or anything like that, so I've just invented something. So now with all the slopes in X-Plane and a total fantasy apron area that I made, I'm sure it's nothing like this in reality, but well, such is life. I believe there probably is an airstrip here now, so we've got one in X-Plane. Even though it may well look nothing like this, and it's not that good either. I think rather like Brass Panon, I doubt I'll ever come here again after this leg of the tour. But with this and Brass Panon, at least that's the 2 bad ones out of the way now. The rest of Reunion Island, yeah, the rest of the tour, there's nice places, and I do like those, so that will be good. Yeah, seems to be a little race circuit at the end of where they were building the runway. That looked like a little go-kart kind of track, and then a more full-sized actual racetrack. Yeah, the local town here, by the way, that is called Les Oranges. So that's why I called the strip Les Oranges, as I was obviously feeling very creative that day. So I'm assuming that means they probably grow oranges around here. Or perhaps Les Oranges is actually the name of a person, and Les is currently waiting around at the moment for his sainthood, so he can have a little town named after him and be canonised by the criminal organisation otherwise known as the Catholic Church. Yeah, it's probably one of those two, but yeah, I'm going to guess with oranges that's probably more likely, isn't it? We'll turn around and head back. I'm going to take a guess we probably only need a little bit of this runway to land on, but give ourselves plenty of room, as this is the first time I've ever flown this, and therefore the first time I've ever landed it. bit close on the downwind leg, so couldn't turn around sharp enough, but we've got that sorted. We've got flaps, speeds, don't know, okay, maybe, I think. Let's see. Ooh, crap, that was a little heavy, wasn't it? Okay, replay. When it just stops and buffers like this, always yeah, we're good. There is always that moment where I do wonder if it's crashed or not, but yeah, well, it's a robust aircraft then. Yeah, something I did notice, the pitch control wasn't quite as responsive as I thought it might be, so, you know, who knows, maybe that's actually, yeah, but yeah, that's the genuine way that the plane works, so, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I think highly likely that was pilot error. Maybe it's just my desire to get out of this seat and go and take a shower and wash all my clothes after the guy with the beard. Yeah, I think the less said about him the better. But we have arrived. Okay. So yeah, that's not crap brakes. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that went well. Yeah, quite a nice aircraft, really. Not sure I'm going to use it a huge amount, but certainly won't delete it or anything like that. It will get a flight occasionally. So yeah, quite a nice one. Right, that will do then. Get it back on its wheels. Cool. I'll see you soon.